Think you don't have time to travel? You do. All you need is a weekend, a plan, and your favorite bag. Let's go. Have you ever found yourself saying, I wish I could travel more, but I just don't have the time? Then this video is for you, because honestly, you don't need 2 weeks in Europe or a complicated itinerary to have a meaningful escape. You don't even need a plane ticket. Some of the best, most soul-fulfilling travel moments I have had in the last few years happened over just a simple weekend. And today, I'm going to walk you through my 5-step method for creating the perfect weekend escape. We're talking about those magical 48 to 72 hours that you can completely change your perspective and recharge your batteries and just remind you that you are still the adventurous person that you've always been, even if life has gotten just a little bit crazy lately. The first step is to pick a place that's closer than you think. We're gonna start with the biggest excuse I hear from women all the time. Christy, I'd love to go somewhere, but I just don't have the time. And listen, I get it, I really do. But what I have learned over the years is if you make something a priority, you will always find time for it. And I bet you probably live within driving distance of a dozen little hidden gems that you've been overlooking because you think in your ego mind that you need to go somewhere really exotic or far away to make traveling worth it. What I want you to start thinking about is what I call the 2 to 4 hour radius retreat. This is close enough that you can leave on Friday afternoon and still be somewhere beautiful, settled in, and relaxing on the deck or something by sunset, or at least by dinner time. You're not wasting your precious weekend time sitting in airports or driving somewhere for 8 hours. You are actually maximizing your relaxation time. So what does this look like? Well, I'm kind of talking about that vineyard that maybe you see with a little cute hotel that you drive past on your way to visit your parents, or maybe how about that beach or lake town that's still absolutely gorgeous even in the off season when all of those massive crowds have gone home. Or maybe it's a little mountain town with hiking trails and cute coffee shops, or a city that's close by with an amazing food scene and a walkable downtown that you can explore on foot. The key here is to stop overlooking what is in your own backyard. I live on the coast and I cannot tell you how many times I've driven 6 hours to the mountains for a weekend only to have friends visiting from out of state tell me how jealous they are that I live so close to the ocean in such a beautiful area, which I totally get. We always think that the grass is greener somewhere else, but sometimes the most restorative place is the one that's been right there waiting for you all along. There's a couple of places close to me that, wouldn't be a bad travel for me to go to, and I'm constantly overlooking them. Here's my bonus tip for you. Make a weekend escape list in your notes app right now. Like right now. Seriously, pause this video and do it. That way when Friday afternoon rolls around and you're kind of feeling that itch to get away, you're not frantically Googling at the last minute or trying to come up with ideas on the fly. You've got options and you're ready to go. But before you go, you are going to need to work on step number 2, which is packing light and smart. Now, if you're like I used to be, you're probably thinking, I need options. What if it's going to be cold? What if it's hot? What if I need to go somewhere fancy for dinner? And I am here to tell you, with so much love and so much past experience, that you don't need options for all of the what ifs. What you do need is a capsule wardrobe that is flexible and works together for all of the contingencies. For a 2 or 3 night trip, I stick to my 6 to start packing system, and this packing system has really been a game changer for me this year, and I promise it will be for you too. Here's what you're gonna need: 2 tops that you absolutely love and feel really confident in, 1 or 2 pairs of bottoms that could be like shorts, jeans, maybe a pair of linen pants, depending on your destination and the weather. 1 dress or jumpsuit that can take you from day to night with just a quick change of accessories. A lightweight sweater or wrap, or even one of those merino wool hoodies for those air-conditioned restaurants or cooler evenings. 1 comfortable outfit to wear while traveling, something that looks put together but maybe feels a little bit more like pajamas. 1 athletic outfit for those outdoor adventures that you might want to experience. And 2 pairs of versatile shoes that you can walk in for hours without wanting to cry. Then you can toss in a scarf or 2, maybe some cute jewelry, a book you actually want to read, a few of your favorite tea bags, and maybe a bottle of your favorite wine, or a wine that you really want to try. One of my favorite activities during a weekend getaway is finding a scenic spot with a comfortable chair to read my book and sip on a lovely glass of wine. And after many times of showing up to rental homes and other accommodations where the chair choices were, well, let's just say less than ideal, I have started traveling with my own chair. And my new favorite beach chair is from today's sponsor, the Shibumi beach chair. If you have visited or live near any beach location, especially on the East Coast, I am sure you have seen the Shibumi shade flying in the wind. It is a bright, two-toned blue, although they're coming out with other colors this year, lightweight shade that has taken the place of beach umbrellas all over the world. From April through October, there is literally a sea of blue Shibumis on our beach, and I actually think it's quite pretty. Plus, you don't have to be nervous about getting impaled by a beach umbrella when a rogue gust comes through. And I happen to live in the beach town where the guys who invented Shibumi came up with the whole idea. So I have been watching this company grow from this brilliant local invention to something that is now changing how people experience the outdoors everywhere. Now, before you think this is just another beach chair, let me tell you why this one is completely different. First, it's made of this amazing Dream Wave fabric that literally feels like a hammock level comfort. I'm talking about fabric that will contour to your body and actually support you, not that just cheap plastic mesh that's going to start to sag after just a few uses. And here's what I love most about this chair. There are no hard bars across the back or your neck and head. You know that uncomfortable feeling with traditional beach chairs where you're constantly like shifting around because you can't find a comfortable spot for your noggin or your back? Not with this one. You can actually relax in this chair. It has 4 different recline positions, so whether you want to sit up and read, lean back and watch the sunset, or just find that perfect angle for a little afternoon nap on the beach, you have options. And when you're ready to pack up, it completely folds down flat and connects together with these C-clamps that hold the chair so it doesn't just randomly open up on you when you're trying to carry all of your gear back to the car or to your rental house. And with the adjustable backpack straps, you can have your hands free to carry all of the things. Plus, because it's so lightweight and it has the backpack straps, I can easily bike with it to my favorite sunset spot. So many of my other beach chairs have, they just didn't sit on my back quite right, or they were so heavy that they would throw off my balance when biking. This one is perfect. The creators of the Shibumi beach chair have thought of everything with these 2 removable accessories. One is a drink holder because, let's be real, you need somewhere safe to set your water, your wine, or your beer. And the other is perfect for your phone and sunglasses, or even your reading glasses if you're like me and need them for literally everything now. And because it's built with an anti-rust marine grade frame, I don't have to worry about it falling apart after a season or 2 at the beach like so many of the other chairs that I have owned. This thing is built to last. I use the Shibumi beach chair for beach days, obviously, but also for music in the park, reading on the deck, and take with me on those weekend getaways. It's become my go-to for creating a comfortable space to just be wherever I happen to be. If you're interested in checking out the Shibumi beach chair for yourself, I will have a link below in both the description and the first pinned comment to make it easy for you to find. Thank you again to Shibumi for sponsoring today's video. It's so exciting to collaborate with a hometown legend. Now, moving on to step 3, which is to choose your anchor. And this might be the most important message in this entire video. You do not need to fill every moment of your weekend to make the trip worth it. In fact, over-planning is the fastest way to turn your relaxing weekend into a frustrating and stress-filled checklist. Your best bet is to plan one anchor activity per day. That's it. One thing that gives your day structure and purpose, and then let everything else just unfold naturally and organically around it. I have a few favorite anchor activities that I kind of lean to, and the first is to find a local food or wine tour. These are amazing because you get to taste the flavors of the place while learning about the area from the locals. I also enjoy a morning hike with views. There is always something great about starting your day with movement and nature that really just sets an amazing tone for everything that follows. I also love cooking classes where you learn how to make a local dish, or even an afternoon in a hammock with a great book, because sometimes the most productive thing you can do for yourself is absolutely nothing. A sunset paddle, or maybe even a sunset horseback ride if you're into that, or an early farmer's market followed by brunch. All of these things make fantastic anchor activities that you can arrange your day all around. The key is to keep it simple and let the rest of the day unfold. When you're not rushing to your next reservation or trying to squeeze in one more tourist attraction, you give yourself room to actually enjoy the moments you're in. You'll end up having conversations with strangers that you never know could lead you to an amazing restaurant you never would have found on your own. Or you may just discover a cute little bookstore tucked away on a side street that ends up being the highlight of your trip. This is about quality over quantity. It's about getting deeper rather than wider. It's also about being present instead of just collecting experiences and pictures to post on Instagram. Which does lead us to step number 4, which I'm calling vibing. Because as the kids these days say, create your vibe. Now, I know this sounds very Gen Z, but I think those kids might be onto something. I want you to think about intentionally creating kind of a weekend ritual, something that signals to your brain that this time is different and this time is actually pretty sacred for you. For me, this looks like downloading a playlist that I've specifically made for the trip. Sometimes it's a little more mellow and introspective, and a lot of times it's going to be more upbeat and adventurous, but I try to make it match the energy that I really want to create for that weekend for myself. And I'll put this on when I am driving out to wherever I'm going, and it immediately helps shift my mindset that I'm going on a new adventure. I always pack a bottle of wine that I'm actually excited to drink, not just what's on sale at the grocery store or what label looks good. Well, maybe it might have something to do with the label, but there's just something about sitting and watching a sunset, sipping a beautiful, lovely wine that just makes the whole experience feel more intentional. It's kind of my way of signaling to myself that this moment really matters. I also like to bring my cozy little blanket and a pair of what I call my special pajamas. They're this nice set of bamboo PJs from Quince that feel really luxurious, and they feel nice to wear at home too, but I just kind of like to save them for special moments. Then I might get cozy on the deck or on the sofa after dinner and enjoy my nighttime tea while I read my book or listen to a podcast. Okay, I am going to let you in on something that is kind of silly that I never really share with anyone. As someone who loved to play dress up as a little girl, I still like to play dress up as a grown woman. And sometimes I will go through Pinterest and Instagram and kind of look for some photos of the tone and vibe I want to go for whatever my weekend trip is going to be, whether that's getting cozy in the cabin or more of that really going truly boho and beachy, or perhaps I want to be like a little sophisticated city girl. And then I will pack clothes that kind of coordinate with that feeling that I am trying to create, and sort of play a little bit of a persona when I am on those weekends. Like I said, I know it sounds really silly, but I do also find that it gets my creative juices going, and it's just really fun. Honestly, setting a vibe is not about doing more or bringing a whole bunch more stuff. It is really about making those small moments feel pretty special. It's about creating space for your rest and reflection. This is your time to reconnect with yourself and to remember who you are when you're not responding to everybody else's needs and demands. Even if it's just 48 hours, make it something really special. Create little rituals that honor this time that you're taking for yourself, because honestly, just the act of doing that sends the message to your brain that you matter and that your well-being matters and that you actually deserve to take up space in your own life. And that leads us to step number 5, which is to make weekends a habit and not a rare treat. And here is where I want to challenge you a little bit. So often we act like getting away is this rare luxury that we have to earn or save up for or wait for the perfect moment. But what if you expected to get away regularly? What if you treated these little weekend escapes like they were just part of your normal life and how you take care of yourself? I keep a weekend bag ready to go at all times. It's packed with the basics, just, the little things like the special pajamas, some underwear, toothbrush, phone charger, just those very basic essentials. And that way, when Friday afternoon comes around and I'm feeling that pull to get away, I'm not spending an hour trying to remember what I need to pack. I can just grab it and go, with adding those clothes I've chosen from the Pinterest folders, of course. Probably not, but maybe. I also keep a folder on my phone with bookmarked spots that I'd love to explore. Maybe some cute Airbnbs, some interesting restaurants, hiking trails, local events, anything when I come across and it kind of sparks my interest and I'm like, ooh, I might want to do that. I try to remember to save it in my notes. That way I'm not starting from scratch every time I want to plan a weekend. There are several North Carolina Instagram accounts that easily keep this list growing and growing. And here's the big one. I say yes more often now, even if it's just one night away, even if it's not the perfect time, even if my house isn't perfectly clean before I leave. Because here's what I have learned. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be laundry to do, emails to answer, projects to finish. If you wait for everything to be perfect and done, you are never going to go anywhere. And I'll tell you what, that decision has changed everything for me. These little weekends give me clarity when I'm feeling overwhelmed. They help spark creativity when I'm feeling stuck, which is really important with this job. They restore peace when everything starts to feel a little chaotic. And they remind me that I'm still someone who loves exploring, who craves adventure, and who truly finds joy in new experiences. And so are you. Even if you've forgotten, even if it's been a while, even if you feel like you don't have time or permission, you are still that person who dreams of beautiful places and meaningful experiences. You just need to give yourself permission to be her again. So here's my challenge for you. Don't waste your weekends waiting for the perfect time. Don't wait until you have 2 weeks off or someone to go with or permission from the universe. Don't wait until your kids are older or your schedule is less crazy or you have more money saved up. Those things might never happen, and you'll have missed out on years of beautiful weekends and experiences. Take the trip, book that Airbnb or hotel, throw your bag into the car and go. Your future self will thank you, not just for the memories, but for the message that you're sending that your happiness matters, that your peace matters, that you deserve to take up space in your own life. And if you're just starting to venture out for some solo adventures, you might find this video over here very helpful. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today, and a big thank you to Shibumi for creating the perfect beach chair and sponsoring today's video. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.